呢條題目咧，我要讚一讚，其實佢出得好好，好友善啊！咁我想同你哋講嘅就係呢一個概念，非常非常之緊要。即係我哋唔係淨係解呢條題目，係解埋另一啲嘅課題。喂，咁多位大家好，我係梁 Sir，嚟到2025年卷一月報第8條題目啦，係有關於種子發芽嘅實驗探究嘅。咁我哋有一個實驗啦，就想去探討下咧鹽度啊對於種子萌發嘅影響。咁我哋有兩批種子，消咗毒之後咧，然後啦就分別將佢哋擺喺有蒸餾水啦，同埋氯化鈉溶液即係鹽水嘅培養皿當中進行呢個種子嘅萌發嘅。咁幾日之後啦，我哋就去記錄一下啦。究竟啦呢兩種嘅種子當中，究竟佢哋嘅萌發率係幾多啦？同埋啦，佢哋種子入面嘅植物激素 X 嘅水平又係如何喎？咁我哋就見到呢兩個數據嘅。浸咗蒸餾水嘅話咧，萌發率係98%，植物激素 X 嘅水平係0.9。浸咗喺鹽水當中嘅萌發率咧就係73%，植物激素 X 嘅水平咧就係0.3。咁而家題目咧就要我哋啦，完成以下呢個表咧，寫低個結果嘅比較啦，從呢個結果當中咧，去得出翻有關於鹽水對於個種子萌發率啦，同埋植物激素 X 嘅水平嘅影響嘅結論。呢條題目咧，我要讚一讚，其實佢出得好好，好友善啊！點解咁友善啊？因為整個表格當中咧，佢已經講咗俾你聽。嗱，首先咧你要做一個結果嘅比較，然後用呢個結果比較咧作為一個證據去作出你嘅結論，係咪啊？你試諗下，下次佢唔俾個表格你，淨係俾啲間線你嘅話，有幾多同學會淨係掛住講個結論而忽略咗個結果？雖然題目有問㗎，從結果當中得出關於氯化鈉溶液對種子萌發率同埋植物激素 X 水平嘅影響嘅結論，咁話唔定啲同學就淨係寫結論嘅啫，完全忽略咗前面呢一句，眼大睇過龍，係咪？咁呢條題目啦，梗係考翻我哋數據嘅比較分析同埋作出結論啦。咁啊，無論係傳視技能啦，定係直線抽擊答題法啦，都係非常之啱用嘅。咁我哋就嚟咯噃。一開波要比較嘅就梗係萌發率啦，浸喺蒸餾水98%，浸喺鹽水73%，結果唔難比較噶啦，就係浸咗落鹽水嘅話，個種子發芽率係低於浸響水嘅情景，或者低於個對照啦，係咪？因為啦，一個就係有加鹽，另一個就冇加鹽啊嘛，咁所以啦，浸喺蒸餾水嘅咧，其實就係我哋嘅對照裝置嚟嘅。咁提多一樣嘢啦，而家係要做結果嘅比較，所以你唔能夠淨係講話，喺鹽水入面嘅種子發芽率咧就73%，句號或者 full stop，你要比較啊嘛。原來啦，就係將呢一個實驗嘅裝置同佢對照裝置之間做比較，係咪？好，比較完啦，要睇結論咯。咁究竟鹽水對於個種子發芽率有咩嘅影響呢？我哋啦就加啲連接詞咯。呢個結果就顯示咗啦。This shows that 就係原來鹽水咧或者氯化鈉啦係會抑制咗種子嘅發芽嘅。呢個成句嚟㗎嚇，即係話先係講經過鹽水氯化鈉處理嘅種子發芽嘅萌發率咧係低於個水或者個對照嘅裝置，從而顯示咗氯化鈉係會抑制咗種子嘅發芽。你唔寫呢一句冇所謂，有第二句嗱，從而我哋就得出呢個結論就咁。嗱，記住啦，有陣時我哋答題目咧，大家好中意就係好似分開咗嚟寫啊。其實題目係有講到個指示嘅，我要你從個結果當中得出一個結論，咁即係話啦，前後兩者應該係要有關係嘅，有啲連接詞嘅。你嗰啲咩因為所以啊，你都要加啦，係咪？因為我見到個結果係咁，所以個結論就係點。嗱，起碼有一個咁樣連接詞啊，係咪？然後啦，就睇下植物激素 X 嘅水平咯。當啲種子浸喺蒸餾水咧就0.9嘅水平嘅，浸喺鹽水咧就0.3。我哋又嚟睇下咯。咁之後經過氯化鈉鹽水處理嘅種子當中嘅植物激素 X 嘅水平咧，又係低於個水或者低於個對照嘅裝置咯，係咪啊？從而我哋得出嘅結論就係，或者咁樣就能夠顯示得到氯化鈉咧係能夠抑制到激素 X 嘅形成啊、產生啊、合成啊諸如此類。呢個嘅結論都係講緊去整呢個激素 X。但係除咗呢個想法之外，有冇另一個想法呢？ 就係啦，原來呢個氯化鈉都有機會係促進咗呢個激素 X 嘅降解、分解咗，即係話啦，個種子其實可能會整到㗎。呢個氯化鈉鹽嘅呢一樣嘢咧，可能同個激素 X 咧，可能有反應喎，搞到佢自己 break down 咗喎，又話唔定喎，係嘛？即係而家我哋都係去得出一啲結論，或者佢唔係要你得出結論嘅，佢叫你作出個推論嘅，其實都係呢個意思啫，係咪？喺呢度啦，我想提大家嘅就係生物科嘅哲學當中咧。當我哋去研究某一款因子因素嘅水平濃度嘅情況底下啦，例如啦，而家呢條題目嘅激素 X 啦，或者啦，以前我哋學呼吸作用嗰課係嘛，缺氧呼吸就學乳酸發酵。咁乳酸呢一樣嘅水平其實就取決於兩個過程嘅啫，就係生產或者形成，又或者消耗或者分解，即係整佢出嚟同埋用咗佢係嘛，或者拆爛佢。咁有啲咩例子咧？碳循環啦、氮循環啦、卡爾文循環啦、克雷帕氏循環啦，呢一啲咧，全部都係我哋過往學過嘅嘢嚟嘅，係咪？咁你見得到啦，由呢個5C 加埋個二氧化碳，跟住出3C，咁正常嚟講啦，就會變做 triphosphate，跟住啦就整 glucose 啦，係咪？咁最典型嘅題目大家一定學過噶啦。若果而家我將棵植物擺喺一個黑暗嘅環境底下，咁我就要你佢講下5C 嘅 compound 啦、3C 嘅 compound 啦。佢哋嘅含量佢哋嘅水平會有咩嘅變化喎？然後解釋你嘅答案係咪啊？咁你諗下，擺咗黑暗當中，咁即係話棵植物係咪做唔到呢個光化反應啊？冇光化反應係咪即係冇呢咩 ATP NADPH 冇晒呢啲嘢係咪？咁即係話啦，我當咯喎，5C compound同個二氧化碳黐得埋，係咪變3C 啊？正常啊，上面呢條路自自然然就做到噶啦嘛，係咪？但係啦，3C 要變做 triphosphate。呢一條路係咪需要嗰啲 ATP NADPH 咁即係呢度做唔到噶咯，係嘛？即係話啦，整咧就整到嘅，但係用咧就用唔到，係嘛？嗰陣時我哋成日話塞車啊嘛，係嘛？啲車嚟到呢度㗎，塞車喎，行唔到向前喎，咁 3C compound 係咪越嚟越多啊？係咪其實都用翻我哋呢個雙向思維啊？你形成生產 3C compound 係整咗嘅。但係啦，你消耗你去將佢轉化成另一樣嘢，呢條路咧就停咗嘅，咁會咪越嚟越多咯？倒翻轉啦，呢個5C compound有冇 TP 係可以將佢轉上去啊？又轉唔到喎，係嘛？即係咪冇人整佢出嚟啊？冇人將佢再做regenerate啊？但係啦，5C compound 係可以同呢個二氧化碳繼續黐埋噶嘛？係咪即係會不斷俾人消耗啊？咁5C compound 係咪會少咗啊？對不對啊？嗱，呢啲嘢大家完全學過嘅喎，咁我就想提翻大家就係他日我哋面對呢類型嘅題目，有陣時我哋去諗啲概念嘅，除咗整出嚟之外，咁我哋都會用佢噶嘛，咁啊解釋翻佢嗰個水平嘅變化，係咪？例如乳酸都一樣嘅咋，例如啦，我做緊劇烈運動嘅，咁我乳酸咪不斷咁製造緊出嚟咯，係咪啊？然後啦，做完運動啦，衝過終點啦，咁我就唔再做運動噶啦嘛。咁即係話啦，我產生乳酸嘅速率係咪慢慢會降低啊？甚至乎真係會停咗啊？因為我唔會再做呢個缺氧呼吸噶啦嘛，係咪？同一時間，我嘅肝臟亦都會將頭先我整咗出嚟嘅乳酸拆解咗佢。咁我乳酸喺個血嘅水平係咪會少咗啊？係咪都係呢個雙向思維啊？嗱，我想同你講嘅就係呢一樣嘢，好緊要。咁我想同你哋講嘅就係呢一個概念，非常非常之緊要。即係我哋唔係淨係解呢條題目，係解埋另一啲嘅課題。然後啦，就去到 part B 咯。咁我哋有另一個實驗，就想探討一下咧呢個植物激素 X 咧喺個種子嘅功能嘅。咁我有3批種子，又係消毒咗啦，然後打橫切開佢，然後啦就擺喺呢個瓊枝嘅培養皿嗰啲 Agar Play 嘅樹。咁呢個瓊枝咧係有澱粉嘅。咁我哋有3個裝置，裝置1咧就係澱粉瓊枝加蒸餾水，第二個裝置啦就係澱粉瓊枝加鹽水。第3啦，就係澱粉瓊枝加鹽水，再加埋植物激素 X。我哋將呢3個裝置啦，就擺喺28度，擺2日，完之後啦，拎出嚟加啲碘液落去。咁碘液測試係一個好經典嘅食物測試嚟噶嘛，就係測試澱粉存唔存在啊嘛。咁加咗落去個瓊枝嘅時候咧，咁佢就會變咗藍黑色啦。然後啦，我哋就觀察下呢個打橫切開咗嘅種子咧，佢嘅外圍有冇一啲清晰圈啊？有清晰嘅區域啦，咁你見到3者嘅結果啦。裝置1有好明顯嘅清晰圈嘅，裝置2啦其實冇乜嘅，係咪啊？因為始終粒種子咪喺呢度啫嘛，係咪？種子啫嘛，係咪？跟住啦，裝置3咧 都係有一個明顯嘅清晰嘅圈嘅，咁同第一個都差唔緊啦，係咪嚇？差唔多大細啦。咁題目咧，讓我哋解釋一下點解呢個澱粉嘅羥基咧喺個種子附近咧會有呢啲清晰嘅區域出現咧？咁呢個題目啦，最關鍵嘅概念第一，你要知道典液測試有咩用先？典液測試就係攞嚟測試個澱粉質存唔存在，係咪？所以啦，陽性反應佢就應該係由啡色轉做藍黑色。如果係陰性反應，就照樣都係啡色，係咪？咁喺整個實驗當中，可能佢仲會將啲過多嘅碘液就倒走佢啦，跟住啦，再用一個清水去清一清佢，就令到變成一個清晰圈嘅位置啦。咁因為你會覺得嚇，唔係應該叫啡色圈咩？咁總之就唔係藍黑色先啦。簡單啲嚟講，係咪啊？所以有陣時呢一 part 我哋就唔講究太多住。總之就一定唔係藍黑色，係咪？咁所以啦，落到嚟咧，我哋就要睇下。究竟清晰圈、透明圈係代表咩意思？就係代表澱粉不存在，對不對？所以啦，我哋整個思考邏輯，我哋就諗下啦。將粒種子打橫劏開咗，澱粉就唔存在啦。其實係咩意思呢？話唔定粒種子係會釋放出呢個澱粉酶，對不對？一啲消化酶就做乜嘢啊？就消化咗喺個羥基入面嘅澱粉，咁啲澱粉咪唔存在咯。所以啦，玩完2日之後，倒啲碘液落去喺個種子附近嘅位置，由於已經冇咗澱粉質啦，所以佢就唔會顯示一個藍色圈，就顯示一個清晰圈或者啡色圈啦。我唔理你咧，總之就唔係藍黑色啦，就是這樣。好，跟住啦，去到第二部分，想提大家嘅，我哋嘅實驗目的係咩話？就係探討植物激素 X 喺種子入面嘅功能。咁而家題目就講啦，嗱，根據翻個結果，你就要去推測一下植物激素 X 喺種子入面嘅功能啦，同埋呢個激素 X 咧對種子萌發嘅重要性。嗱，頭先略略我哋都諗到下嘅，嗰個種子咧就能夠釋放到一啲澱粉酶，就去拆解啲澱粉嘅。咁你會見得到啦，其實3個裝置當中，實質就係第2個裝置冇乜反應嘅，就係呢個種子切開咗之後浸佢喺鹽水，就擺翻個澱粉羥基嗰處，冇乜清晰圈嘅。OK，嗱，種子喺隔離咧，即係頂多可能即係得一個孔咯，但係就一定冇人哋咁大啦，係咪？咁呢個題目啦，又係考傳視技能啦，但係我哋有結果俾你睇噶嘛，係咪？然後啦，作出推論，然後再解釋。呢一度啦，我就想用盡啲數據俾你睇。咁而家呢一部分咧，我就想示範一下整個思考邏輯俾你睇，如何透過個結果去抽取一啲重要嘅信息出嚟。第一個實驗，我會發現嘅就係鹽水係會抑制激素 X 嘅產生，並且抑制咗種子嘅萌發。咁呢個咧就係我哋嘅思考邏輯啦。咁可能你會問，喂，係咪一定要係激素 X 下降，從而就令到種子萌發率都下降咧？我唔知噶，我寫住先噶咋。咁但係我可以肯定嘅就係激素 X 同埋種子萌發之間應該仲有啲事係發生咗嘅，但係喺第一個實驗係冇講到嘅。所以啦，你會覺得，喂，話唔定激素 X 同埋種子萌發率下降呢兩件事係獨立發生嘅咧，可以冇關係噶嘛，梁 Sir 係咪啊？而家啦，我哋就睇埋第2個實驗咯，鹽度增加，激素 X 下降係我第1個實驗獲得嘅，呢一句係冇得拗頸嘅，係咪？然後我哋就睇下呢個實驗咯，裝置2加咗鹽水之後嗰個情景底下，咦，原來係冇消化到啲澱粉質嘅，即係話消化澱粉質嘅能力係下降咗嘅，對不對？然後我哋望下裝置3啊，我係澱粉羥基加鹽水，然後又加翻植物激素 X 俾你，咦？消化到澱粉質喎，同第1個裝置差唔多啫喎，係唔係啊？呢個就係令我構想到第1個裝置呢個小小嘅因果關係。話唔定就係因為個鹽水導致到激素 X 下降，中間發生咗啲事，就令到種子萌發率下降。而呢一件事係咩事啊？就係消化澱粉質，對不對？呢個就係我哋整個思考邏輯嘅最後一塊拼圖啦。咁所以啦，我哋首先要理解下澱粉質嘅消化係咩意思。就係澱粉質變做麥芽糖，麥芽糖再被消化有麥芽糖酶嘅就消化埋變做葡萄糖，係咪？ 咁而家粒種子入面有呢啲酶啦，而呢個種子其實佢入面都有儲存嘢食噶嘛，都有澱粉質噶嘛，係咪？咁而家呢個澱粉質咧就喺個莖枝嗰樹，係咪？但係都係消化到啦。總之就咁，究竟種子萌發嘅時候有啲咩條件咧？除咗水，除咗溫度，除咗氧氣，咪就係佢自己呢粒種子入面嘅養分咯，係咪啊？所以我哋整個思考邏輯就係講緊激素 X 能夠促進到呢個酶或者澱粉酶嘅生成、形成、產生，然後澱粉酶就會將個澱粉拆解成為麥芽糖。嗱，留意下啦，自己寫啲酶嘅時候咧就準確少少。如果你係用澱粉酶嘅角度去理解嘅話咧，我哋就只係將個澱粉轉化成為麥芽糖嘅啫。但係如果你係好籠統，就係講酶啦，喂，我唔記得澱粉酶啊 ，Amy 嚟唔記得點串，或者我醒唔起有樣嘢叫澱粉酶嘅，總之就酶啦。呢款酶啦就係能夠拆解個澱粉就變成葡萄糖都得嘅，冇所謂嘅。呢條題目係顯示到俾我睇啊，係澱粉酶啊嘛，所以我會傾向咧寧願寫澱粉酶嘅。我就唔會好籠統咁樣寫酶嘅，但係寫得澱粉酶一定係變做將澱粉變成麥芽糖嘅啫，因為我哋係需要麥芽糖酶先會將麥芽糖變做葡萄糖嘅啫。你諗下嚟到呢一步啊，你回想下我哋前幾條未講乳糖不耐症嘅，乳糖又係雙糖就拆解，呢條題目就係考澱粉質嘅拆解，原來又係考消化，萬變不離其宗。咁但係啦，有麥芽糖啦，或者拆咗有葡萄糖啦，呢啲消化咗嘅碳水化合物，例如葡萄糖，就俾粒種子嘅細胞就攞嚟做呼吸作用，對不對？釋放能量，從而就俾棵植物去成長，從而就俾啲植物細胞去成長，而就導致到種子發芽、種子萌發，對不對？嗱，成件事咧。呢一句 during seed germination 啊，或者 for seed germination 咧，用於種子萌發啊，或者令到粒種子會萌發啊，你係要寫㗎，因為題目講啊嘛，解釋其對種子萌發的重要性啊嘛，你唔係唔講種子萌發啊嘛，你唔講咪即係火車未到站咯，對不對？所以就唔好淨係講話有啲糖分就攞嚟做呼吸作用釋放能量啊，咩去整其他咩蛋白質啊、脂質啊，咁就算數。件事係為咗種子發芽而做嘅。所以啦，當我哋寫題目嘅時候咧，睇下自己有冇火車未到站咯噃。如果你真係未睇嘅，睇翻直線抽擊答題法。呢段片係的確能夠提升到你嘅答題能力之餘，亦都提升到你嘅思考能力嘅。跟住啦，嚟到一點出發，呢個題目咧就科學探究開始啦，當中有唔同嘅數據要我哋去分析，亦都得出一啲結論嘅。咁呢段片咧都啱啱教咗大家寫答案個技巧啦，係咪？點樣去分析數據，然後得出一個結論，然後啦就去到變項咯。話 IVD、VCV 喺呢個實驗你分唔分得清咧？仲未計啦，嗰啲可靠程度啊、真確程度。例如啦，喺第二個實驗當中咧，我哋有呢3個嘅培養皿啦，係咪？咁我哋一齊將佢擺28度，係為咗提升佢嘅真確度，因為我唔想佢哋嘅表現咧係受到溫度影響嘅。係一個擺28度，一個擺38度，一個擺18度，就完全唔公平啦，係咪？咁所以其實有陣時做實驗咧，我哋個真確程度咧，個 validity 咧，係同個 CV 咧係有關係㗎。你諗下，今次喺呢個第二個實驗當中咧，溫度咧係咪就係一個你需要保持恆常嘅變數啊？然後啦，呢個科學探究咧就有關於種子萌發同埋呢個激素 X 嘅。咁種子萌發嘅基本條件咧，大家一定要溫書㗎啦，水啦、溫暖嘅環境啦，同埋氧氣。除此之外啦，仲有碳水化合物啦、蛋白質啦、脂質啦，佢哋對於個種子萌發都有佢嘅重要性，因為個種子就要製造啲新嘅細胞，養分係必須嘅，碳水化合物放能量亦都係必須嘅，係咪？然後呢個種子發芽嘅時候所釋放嘅荷爾蒙咧，其實都係一款激素嘅協調嚟嘅。然後我哋綜合個概念咧，原來就有關於種子嘅酶嘅作用啦。咁今次咧佢就冇問咁多嘅，就有關於個荷爾蒙啊，對於個細胞嘅基因表達。咁今次嘅題目咧，第一個實驗就有關於呢個荷爾蒙 X 啦，係咪？然後第二個實驗啦，就講咧佢製唔製造到呢個澱粉酶啦，係咪？咁如果下次佢唔係拎呢一啲澱粉嘅莖枝俾你做實驗嘅，係純粹啦，加完呢個荷爾蒙 X 之後咧，就睇下呢個細胞入面有幾多呢個 mRNA 啊， 整到某款 protein 啊，咁其實就係問緊你呢個基因嘅表達咯喎，係咪？然後喺個酶當中咧就牽涉咗消化啦，種子個子葉入面嘅食物儲存咧，其中一款就係澱粉質啦嘛，係咪？咁種子入面有唔同嘅食物儲存啦，佢亦都能夠產生一啲酶去消化呢啲嘢食，然後啦就俾佢自己所用去種子萌發嘅。咁今次呢條題目亦都考食物測試。咁今次呢條題目咧亦都考食物測試。前嗰條咧就問緊葡萄糖試紙。今次咧就問碘液測試，仲有好多食物測試嘅，大家睇下片溫下書咯。Hello student, I'm Mr. Liang. It is the 2025 Paper 1B Question 8. It is a question of scientific investigation. An experiment was performed to investigate the effect of the salinity on the germination of seed. And 2 batches of seed were sterilized and placed in a plate with distilled water or sodium chloride solution, that means salt solution, for germination. And after several days, the germination rate of the seed and the level of the plant hormone X in the seed in 2 treatments were determined. So you can see the result in this table. For the treatments, the seed, they are soaked in the distilled water and the salt solution. Germination rate 98% in the distilled water setup, 73% in the salt solution setup, and the level of the plant hormone X 0.9 in the distilled water setup and 0.3 in the salt solution setup. So the question asks us to complete the following table to show what conclusion can we draw regarding the effect of the salt solution on the germination rate and the level of the plant hormone X in the seed. So you can see that the question gives you the table to show you that you need to use the experiment result as the evidence to draw the conclusion. Imagine, what about next time? The question doesn't give you the table, just give you the single line. Can you still draw the conclusion based on the result you get? So for the skills checking, surely cyanotic skills checks us the skills of comparison and draw conclusion. First of all, we take a look at the germination rate. Remember, we are going to do the comparison. The germination rate of the seed treated with the salt solution is lower than that of the water or the control setup. So you can see that the treatment for the seed soaked in the distilled water, it is the control setup because there is no salt here, right? And then based on the result comparison, we can draw the conclusion. This shows that sodium chloride or the salt inhibits the seed germination. Remember, you need some conjunction to link the evidence and the conclusion together. If you do not write down this shows that, you can say that it is concluded that sodium chloride inhibits the seed germination. And then for the second data, level of the plant hormone X, do the comparison first. The level of the plant hormone X in the seed treated with the sodium chloride is lower than that in the water or the control setup, right? This shows that sodium chloride inhibits the formation or the production or the synthesis of the plant hormone X. Or you can show another side of the thinking. It's about the sodium chloride may promote the degradation of the plant hormone X. It means that the seed, they can still produce the hormone X, but the sodium chloride may have some chemical reaction with the hormone X and promote the degradation of the hormones. So for the biological philosophy, I want to remind you that once we need to determine the level of a certain factor, for example, hormone X in this question, or maybe the lactic acid, it depends on 2 processes, including production or formation and consumption or breakdown. The example is just like that, the carbon and the nitrogen cycle, Calvin cycle, and the Krebs cycle. So you can see that in this picture, it shows the Calvin cycle. 5C compound can combine with the 1C compound to form the 3C compound, right? And then for this 3C compound, it will be reduced by the NADPH to form the triophosphate. At the same time, we need the energy from the ATP, right? And ATP and NADPH, they are produced from the photochemical reaction. So what if the question asks you that? State the level of the 5C compound and the 3C compound in the chloroplast if the plant is placed in darkness? And then explain your answer. So what is your thinking logic? Because the plant is placed in the darkness, there will be no photochemical reaction and no ATP and NADPH production, right? Therefore, the 3C compound will not be reduced, converted into triphosphate, right? It shows that 5C compound combined with the carbon dioxide to form the 3C, formation of the 3C continue, right? However, the 3C compound will not be consumed, will not be reduced into the triphosphate. Production keep doing, but the consume or breakdown or convert of the 3C compound go to another compound, it cannot go. It cannot be carried out, right? The 3C compound level will increase. At the same time, the 5C compound keep combining with the carbon dioxide to form the 3C compound. However, can the 5C compound be regenerated from the triphosphate? No, because there is no ATP as well. Therefore, the 5C compound, the consumption keep doing. However, for the production, for the regeneration of the 5C compound cannot be carried out. Therefore, the 5C compound level will drop. Understood? What I call the two-way thinking. If you need to deal with the question asking about the level of a certain factor, make sure that you have this two-way thinking. And then for part B, another experiment was performed to investigate the function of hormone X in seed. 3 patches of seed were sterilized and then were cut transversely and inserted separately into 3 plates with the starch agar containing different content as follows. Setup 1, starch agar with distilled water. Setup 2, starch agar with the salt solution. Setup 3, starch agar with the salt solution and hormone X. After 48 hours incubation at 28 degrees Celsius, the plates were flooded with iodine solution. Oh, iodine solution for what? For the food test, right? And then the reaction between the starch and the iodine turned the agar plate dark blue. Clear zones were found in the surrounding areas where the cut seeds were inserted as follows. So you can try to summarize for you. Setup 1, clear zone observed. Setup 2, not obvious clear zone observed. And setup 3, similar size of clear zone to that of the setup 1 observed. And for part 1, explain the occurrence of the clear zones on the agar plate. For this question, the critical concept is that we need to realize the possible results of the iodine test. For the positive result, starch is present, the iodine solution will change from brown to dark blue. And for the negative result, when the starch is absent, so the iodine solution will remain brown, or at least it's not dark blue, right? In this question, it says that it's clear. Maybe we use some water to rinse the agar plate again and then wash away the excess iodine solution. So no matter it's brown solution or clear solution, it shows that there is no dark blue, right? No starch at all. And the critical concept from the result is about the clear zone indicates the absence of starch. So what is the thinking logic? First of all is that realize the source of the enzyme. The seed, they may release the enzyme, particularly amylase, to do what? To digest the starch in the agar. Therefore, there is no dark blue color formation with the iodine solution. So it is a very straightforward question. And then for part 2, based on the above results, suggest the function of the hormone X and explain its importance of seed germination. This question, it checks us the cyanotic skills, data analysis, and then make the deduction, and then try to explain your deduction. And I would like to show you the whole thinking process, not just using the experiment results of the second experiment, but also the first experiment to make the thinking visible. The critical concept from part A experiment, salinity inhibits hormone X production and the seed germination. However, the concept between that hormone X level drops and then the percentage of the seed germination also drops. So what's going on in between that? And the linkage, does it really show that the cause and the effect? What about they are just the coincident? Salinity can inhibit the hormone X production and also inhibit the seed germination. Maybe there is no any linkage, Mr. Leung. Yeah, maybe, could be. And let's see the result from part B experiment. We can see that salinity increases and the plant hormone X will decrease. Now, that's what we find in part A, right? So, for the setup 2, no hormone X and the starch cannot be digested. And what about for setup 3? Starch agar with the salt solution means the seed, they are in contact with the salt solution. So the hormone X level should drop, right? However, in setup 3, I add the hormone X solution. And the result is that starch digestion takes place. So what does it mean? It means that from the hormone X to the seed germination, the last piece of puzzle is the starch digestion. It helps us to put the logic together. So we need to recall the concept of the starch digestion, and also we need to recall the necessary condition for the seed germination, and then put all the concepts together. First of all, hormone X may promote the production of the synthesis of the amylase. And then after the seed can produce the amylase, the amylase will help to speed up the breakdown of the starch into maltose. Beware that if you use the enzyme amylase, so the starch will be digested into maltose. But what if you just generally talk about the enzyme? So you can say that, the starch will be digested into maltose and the maltose will be digested into glucose. You can write down glucose as well. But in my opinion, I will use amylase first because we are studying the digestion of the starch. It could be the starch digestion catalyzed by the amylase into maltose. And then for the digested products, for example, the maltose will be digested into glucose, catalyzed by the maltase, right? Then the glucose will be used for respiration to release energy or synthesis of other biomolecules, proteins, lipids, whatever. But remember, you need to mention during seed germination. You cannot simply just say that, and then the carbohydrate, the glucose will be used for respiration and then for energy releasing. So for what? For what? The question asks you that. Explain its importance for seed germination. You have to mention that the energy is used for the seed germination or during seed germination. And make sure you finish the whole thinking logic chain. So let's talk about the curriculum mapping. The question is about scientific investigation. It gives us different data and for us to do the data analysis and draw the conclusion. And maybe next time it can check us the variables, IVDVCV, state them in this research. Also for the reliability and the validity. Let's say we incubate the starch agar with the seed for 48 hours at 28 degrees Celsius. So what about for the setup 1, 28 degrees Celsius, and setup 2, 38 degrees Celsius, and for the setup 3, 18 degrees Celsius? Are they fair? It's not fair. The temperature for the incubation is one of the CV. You need to keep them constant. And it really affects the validity of our investigation as well. So maybe next time the question can ask you, how can we ensure the validity of the experiment result? And then the question asks us about the seed germination and the hormone X level. Seed germination, we need to realize the necessary condition, including the water, warmth, and the oxygen, and also the nutrients, right? Carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, they are also important for the seed germination. And for the hormone X, we know that hormone X or a hormone can be used to regulate or to control the seed germination. Not just about the water, warmth, and there are some other factors can also control the plant body. And then we combine the idea, it's about the enzyme. For the hormonal coordination, it's about the gene expression. Because the hormone can promote the cells to carry out transcription, translation to produce a certain kind of enzyme. For example, the amylase in this question, right? And after the digestion, any food test can be used to test the presence of the digested product. So in last question, we talk about the glucose test. In this question, we talk about the iodine test. And there are still a lot of food tests for us to check it in the DSE. So do revision.